For most of the 10 months that I didn't have Instagram, I actually genuinely thought that I would never ever get it back. All of these benefits of not having Instagram, but yet I decided to get it back. I have a hate-love relationship with Instagram. In April of 2024, I permanently deleted my Instagram. If you want to know why I deleted my Instagram, you can watch a video that I did a few months ago. But just to summarize, I had Instagram for about 12 years. I had built a huge memoir of photos and videos, and I had about 2,000 followers when I deleted it. When I made the decision to delete Instagram, I had realized that it wasn't really good for me. I felt Instagram actually controlled me. If I wasn't spending a lot of time capturing photos or posting and waiting for likes and comments from people, external validation, lots of likes meant I was in a happy mood. No likes meant I was in a really low mood. I was doom scrolling, influenced by so many different people, from models to yogis to hiking people to travelers to Steve that lives in Canada on a farm, living his best life. I was influenced by so many different people that it got to the point where I actually got a little bit confused about who I was and what I valued. Instagram took me away from the present moment. I was addicted and I had to step away from the app. I'm not lying when I say that I had this thought that if I'm on my deathbed at, I don't know, 90 years old, look back on my life and I ask myself, was I satisfied with everything that I did? And this question that I have been contemplating for a very long time and still contemplating is, how much does Instagram actually impact our destiny? Now that's a really big question and I do not know the answer, but if I had to bet my money on whether yes or no, I would say yes, it does impact your destiny. That's probably for another video. But this question made me think that if I'm living a lot of my life controlled by Instagram, living in external validation, confused about my own values because of being so influenced by other people, I don't think I was living my most healthiest and happiest version of myself. Permanently, it had to go. Not just simply deleting the app off my phone or deactivating it. It wasn't easy permanently deleting Instagram after having it for 12 years. I was very attached to it. It actually took me about 2 years of contemplation before actually deleting. Just got to this point where I became too curious about what life would be like without it. Once I deleted it, it felt so good. I felt so free. I didn't have Instagram for about 10 months. It was a very, very healing 10 months. I got rid of things and processed things that no longer served me anymore, processed a lot of thoughts and emotions, and sort of redefined my belief systems. Instagram takes your attention away from your internal world and takes your attention to the external. Without Instagram, I made so much space for reflection and contemplation. I always numbed my emotions by using the app. Because I didn't have Instagram anymore, I essentially had to face my feelings and emotions. One thing that I really do not like about Instagram is that it interferes with your flow state, your flow in the present moment. You'll be going about your life on public transport or at the supermarket or even at dinner with friends, and you just find this one moment and you're like, I'll just go on Instagram and, check it out. And you don't really realize this, but it's actually really, really overstimulating. You just get bombarded with so much stuff. Oh, Sally's having a baby. Oh, Briscoe's is having a sale. Oh, John and Debbie are getting married. Oh my god. When we are overstimulated by other people's lives, it actually makes us question our own values, and it actually blurs our values. So when we're seeing someone having a baby and we don't have a baby, it makes us question babies. And when we're seeing people getting married, we're questioning whether we're gonna get married. And when we see Briscoe's is having a sale, it's like, oh, do I need towels? Oh, I need kitchen items. Oh, I need this and this and this. It's just your brain kind of goes crazy, and it's actually really unnecessary. We don't need to be thinking about that much stuff in a given moment. It takes you into the future, and it actually impacts your ability to relax into the present moment. So while you're at dinner and you might have been having a really good time, and then you go on your Instagram and you're bombarded, and then once you leave Instagram, maybe you're not really enjoying dinner as much because you've had this almost interference into your dinner with friends. And that's what I mean about it affecting the flow. Do you know what I mean? Like, it takes you away from the present moment, and it makes you question things about yourself that is just so unnecessary. For most of the 10 months that I didn't have Instagram, I actually genuinely thought that I would never ever get it back because it was that good. My connections with others felt more meaningful and organic, way less anxiety. I don't recall any really low depressive moods either, and I went through probably one of the most hardest breakups I've ever been through, and I just remember sort of being able to face it kind of head on, and I was taking pictures purely for fun and to be nostalgic with it. I found myself looking back on my pictures more, and it made me think of like photo albums back in the olden days, and how, you know, your parents would have them and you'd drag them out every once in a while and you'd look back on your pictures of, I don't know, when you're a baby or, you know, other family members, and you'd sort of be really nostalgic. I think Instagram sort of can take that specialness away from photos, and I think that's just because of the overwhelming amount of photos that exist on Instagram, that it sort of just takes the appeal away, if that makes sense. I was going to places that I genuinely wanted to go to because I wasn't being influenced by others from Instagram. I was buying things because I genuinely wanted to buy them, but not because I was being influenced by others. I was picking up the phone more and calling people and talking to them. My attention span improved, and I felt like I could concentrate a lot more. And I think that's again to do with that flow state that Instagram negatively impacts. All of these benefits of not having Instagram, but yet I decided to get it back. Still not really sure why I got it back. Fear of missing out. I mean, sometimes I did feel like I lived under a rock. I wanted to see my close friends' pictures and things. One great thing about Instagram is that it is a great way to be creative and express yourself. I love taking photos and filming videos, and I sort of wanted the platform back so that I could share. I downloaded the app again, signed up back in February of 2025. Given my previous experience with it and knowing that I was addicted to it, relying on it for external validation, but also using it as a way to sort of escape from my internal world whenever I felt down or negative about things. I knew I had to be a lot more mindful and ease back into it quite slowly, especially given that I had such a profound, life-changing experience from not having it for a period. I guess those benefits, you know, being more present and not having it impact my flow, and coming from a place of wanting it to be from a creative expression rather than this need to impress others for likes and comments. Prior to permanently deleting it, I was always on public. So yeah, I've kept my Instagram private, very, very selective on who I follow and who follows me as well, specifically around men following me. Yeah, that's probably for another video. Yeah, very, very conscious about who I am following. I don't really follow brands. Actually, I don't follow any brands or celebrities for that matter. Just like friends or people who I genuinely want to see what they're up to. Wanted to continue making decisions from my own truth and not being influenced by others. Social media can be positive in this way. It can definitely raise a lot of awareness around all sorts of things. But at what point is it enough? It shouldn't come as a surprise. It is a platform designed for capitalism. It's gotten to the point where I feel like people don't actually know what they need anymore, and I feel like they almost just get told what they need. I think, you know, using social media and Instagram, we really do need to be questioning sort of our thoughts and feelings around it. Quite consciously. There has been some really positive aspects with getting Instagram back. I've really enjoyed being able to share my photos and videos again, and also seeing my close friends' pictures and videos as well. I'm really enjoying sort of building up a collage of sort of my life again, and it sort of serves as a photo album in some way. One thing I sort of regret from permanently deleting my Instagram is that I didn't save some photos, so they're sort of lost forever, which is a little bit of a shame. Some travel pictures I'm a little bit gutted about losing, but never mind, it's all good. If you are thinking of permanently deleting Instagram, just make sure you do save your photos. It's also been really fun sort of sending like my best friends reels and receiving reels from them. If I was forced to follow people outside sort of friends and acquaintances, it would probably be comedians. I mean, at least they can make me laugh. Even though I have these sort of mindful practices in place now that I have Instagram back, you know, being conscious of who I'm following and who follows me, I've still had to take quite a lot of breaks from it because I've felt sort of still quite overstimulated by the app. By taking breaks from it, it usually involves me just deleting the app off my phone so it's not easily accessible. I still sort of have it on my laptop, but it's sort of not the same. It's a little bit more in a controlled environment where in the evenings I might just check it. I think since getting it back, I've had about 4 to 5 breaks. On average, the break is probably about 3 weeks. And unfortunately, these breaks are influenced by sort of having a little bit of a mental breakdown. Sort of just hits you. It's quite strange. Like, you'll just be going about your life and you sort of just feel a little bit down and a little bit disconnected from yourself and others, anxious. I mean, I wouldn't say depressed, but it's sort of this low vibration. It's sort of like this lost feeling. It's like, what the heck is going on? Then I realize, oh, I'm spending too much time on Instagram, and clearly it's triggered me and it's time for a break. So I delete the app off my phone. And I'm always feeling really down when I'm deleting the app. and then give it a couple of days and my mood improves so much. It's actually kind of wild. I start to feel more connected with myself and others around me, a lot more calm, a lot more at peace and present, and just generally a lot more happier. Even though I might check it in the evenings on my laptop, it's not the same as having it on your phone, where it's just so much more accessible, to the point in which that's where I think it feels like Instagram is controlling you. Whereas if I'm on my laptop on it, I feel like I've got a little bit more control over it. After every break, I always feel so much better. So much better to the point in which I'm like, I think I could have Instagram back now. So I download the app again, log in, and the cycle begins again. Probably have it for about 8 weeks, get drained and exhausted from it, and then have to have a break of 3 weeks to replenish my energy. I have a very peculiar relationship with Instagram. I sometimes don't really know what to do about it, but I don't think I'm alone in this. I think a lot of people feel this way, and I think it's just a really important conversation to be having. I'm still trying to understand this sort of cycle that I'm in with Instagram, and sort of this hate sort of love relationship that I have developed with it. I mean, how can I love something so much but then really, really hate it at the same time? How can something make me feel really high and good and then make me feel really, really low and sort of miserable? Something that has stuck with me was before I sort of downloaded the app back in February, I was with my sister sort of talking about, maybe getting it back. And she said to me, Demi, Instagram doesn't control you. You have control over it. So I guess that's kind of where I'm at with my journey with Instagram, having had it for 12 years since I was, 14 or 15, and then having a decent period without it and realizing that life is actually a lot better without it. And now sort of coming to this place of having it back again and just trying to find that nice balance, trying to find a way to sort of, I guess, train my brain to realize that I don't need to have it control me. But I guess because I was addicted to it, I guess it is going to trigger these sort of feelings and thoughts and emotions around it when it comes to sort of external validation and confused values and all of that stuff. The breaks really help take my power back. I'm actually on a break from Instagram on my phone right now as I film this video, and I feel so much more clear-headed and connected and present, and I'm like, why do I have this app in my life? Like, what's the point? I always feel so much more creative and in flow when I don't have it. It's a complex relationship, and it's hard to imagine deleting it again, but I think I'm just grateful that I'm at least mindful of this sort of complex relationship that I have with Instagram, and just trying my very best to have healthy, mindful practices in place to ensure that, my mental and emotional well-being stays good. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you made it up until this point, thank you so much. I hope it resonated in some way. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything from this video that you want to learn more about or hear more about, and let me know if anything resonated. It'd be really, really nice to know. Can feel kind of very lonely when you have Instagram and you have all these sort of negative thoughts and emotions around it. I just want you to know that you're not alone. I don't think Instagram is going to be going anywhere anytime soon. But it's just really important to remind ourselves that we have power over it. It does not define us. I think it's really important that we keep building mindfulness around the app. It's important that we keep having a conversation around our well-being and the use of Instagram or any sort of social media app. Remember, you are in control. Do what you need to do for your mental and emotional well-being. Take care. Give yourself lots of love. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.